Joji,
Good, kamlesh, what's up?
I'm out here late nights,
Uh-huh.
look on the yip yap,
Yeah.
talk that real shit, tell it like it is. It is what it is.
Spill your shades.
It's my shit.
Uh-huh.
Nothing but truthful. That's why I'm black, you know. It's a many part of the black matter. Umeelewa? None of this light shit. Umeelewa? Black matter manzi ndio it's black matter, it makes what? 90% of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
We're made of black.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, even Guinness wanna be black. And they
Period.
Irish.
I know, right? I know, right? But yes, karibuni sana to those who are just tuning in to the Black Fire Network radio station. This is the Africa Today show, and my name is Joby. Got also Kamlesh on the panel with us today.
The one and only.
Yes, and of course he's here just for a few minutes before he gets to literally leave the studio and give a few points regarding what we shall be talking about. And I hope you guys get to enjoy the show. Shout out to everyone who is just tuning in. To all the subscribers, asanteni sana. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Hope your day is coming out great. Ours has been literally blissful. It's been a cold one. It's been literally a destructive one because electricity were literally gone for almost 3 hours. But apparently we still did also.
Shout out to KPLC
I
for
know,
always doing
right?
that thing.
I know. They're doing that thing. Doing the most.
Doing the most.
Have you noticed how tokens are running, my guy?
Hey.
Yay!
From just from the El Presidente, we know we can't say none about this. It's all taxation.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So let Zakayo na za Zakayo. Cha Zakayo akule zake.
Ay, surely.
Eh?
I'm saying.
Let
Let me
the
tell
tax
you.
man.
If yesterday we were discussing about the future of Africa on my show, and I feel like it's something very important. If you look at the future of Africa today,
Mhm.
in whose hands is it right now? If you to count the puppets we have,
Oh, it's in
say
the
we're
hands of
so
the puppets.
gone. We're so gone. Count
Yeah.
5 years, because if you're counting of your future, you're saying 5 years to come. 5 years is in the hands of Ruto. And Ruto is like Kitawaramba, you know?
Let me ask you this.
Kinawaramba.
Let me ask you this. What's the price of sugar in Kenya?
500, literally $5, you guys. Sugar is going for
2
$5
kgs of
right
sugar
now.
is $5.
Imagine $5. I bought sugar yesterday and I was complaining. I was literally, those people are laughing at me. I'm like, no, you guys are not, you're laughing, but we literally live in this era. It's not funny.
Like
It's
1,000
not
bob.
funny.
1,000 bob is not real money no more. Like you get out with 1,000 bob, you come back with 40 shillings back
I know,
home.
right?
Yep.
It is insane. It is insane. But shout out to everyone who's just tuning in. Karibuni sana once again. And let us know where you're tuning in us from. And in case you're just tuning in, kindly remember to click that like button. It does not cost you a dime. Always say it's free of charge. Hata kwa mchoyo, okay? Stop being selfish. Just click that like button. Let YouTube do its own bullshit, but you just be real, just be honest. Shout out to all the subscribers. We're literally going to 5,000 subscribers right now. And man, it's a big one. We've had YouTube taking down all our channels, and literally to see this growth, we don't get to 1,000 kamlesh.
Yeah.
Nafikanga tao nasikia tu
Yo.
tushashika.
Shout out to
Until it gets to
YouTube.
1,000, then we just go down all of a sudden, like boom.
Look.
You people are giving too much information outside there. Like, you need to be shut down.
We have to dilute it like this. Shout out to the Jews.
Yeah.
Shout out to YouTube.
Cats with the small hats.
Shout out to the cat with the small hat.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody out there that's just the 1%.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas is good.
Mhm.
Y'all doing great. Y'all ain't fucked up. Y'all ain't into no incest shit.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't to little girls and little boys. Y'all don't support
Yeah.
the Catholic Church. Y'all ain't like the Catholic Church.
Mm-hmm.
The Catholic Church ain't even about it.
Mhm.
They can't even hear us. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we wanna remain everybody's good nature and good looks. Nataka everybody feel comfortable to listen to us all over the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
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 So shout out to everybody that's making YouTube love us.
Mm-hmm.
All the subscribers around the world. We want to unite all black people globally. We want all black people to be self-aware and to know what is happening to other black people
Yep.
around the world.
Yep.
Yep.
That is true. And of course, we are actually. I'm so grateful to be in Blackout Fire
Yep.
Network.
Yep.
Yesterday, we were discussing about on the Africa Today show. One of the actually our major discussion was focused on what Obama is literally doing. He did partner with the WEF to literally put more restrictions on like they want to literally spy on people more. Like the media, with what the media has done so far, it's not still enough. Them funding the media, giving us false information,
But
and
you know they
despite
own
the
the media,
CIA
right?
coming, of course we do know that. But he's like he came
media.
out and he's like CNN and I don't know which of the other I don't know, it was NCBC, something like that. Yeah, like they are doing the most, like they're giving too much
MSNBC.
information. Yeah, like he came out and said like they're giving too much information outside there, so they need to be stopped. Like we need to have more restrictions on what the media is really literally giving outside. And I'm like, bro, why are you lying? Why you lying? Like you've been doing it. Like why you trying to come out and trying to cover up the whole situation and try act like this is new. We don't know this has been happening.
He has a face to maintain.
I
He has a
know.
reputation.
And he's back in the picture, funny shit.
There you go.
Obama.
That's all he wanted.
It's funny
To be
how
relevant
it's
again.
funny how we have Kenyans believing this guy is Luo.
Hey.
It's
Hi.
funny how we have. Imagine. It's funny how we have so many. I know. You should see kamlesh reaction right now. It's funny how we have so many people believing this guy is Luo.
Hats with the small cats might be aware of what we're saying.
Literally.
So what we're gonna say is
Yeah.
Obama is Luo. Listen to that name. Ma. That sounds like Otieno, right?
And do you have Negroes calling their children Obama?
Yeah.
Does it sound literally? Bro.
It's just like Otieno.
Oh my God.
Just like
Oh
Otieno.
my goodness. Oh my goodness. But anyway, karibuni sana to everyone who's just tuning in. And of course, we're just having a little discussion on what we are having a recap on yesterday. And of course, like I said, we have Kamlesh in the building. We're looking forward to have Keith in the building.
The sarcastic master.
I know. He is. Is he? Is he sarcastic? I think he's not really sarcastic. I think he spits nothing but facts. It's so raw.
Yeah.
It's so raw.
It is what it is.
Trust me, the first time when I met Keith, when I came to Blackout Fire, I was like, I remember the first time he said the word morons. I was like, did this guy just call us morons? Then the first time when I picked the word moron, it was from the Home Alone. So remember Home Alone?
Morons.
Yes.
Yep, I remember Home
Then there's
Alone.
another clip that literally Keith loves playing of how there's this Negro who didn't know what the word morons means, literally. So there was a certain reaction kept on it when he was called a moron and everything. But I'm like, when I came here, I remember when he called us moron, I'm like, wait, did he just call Africans morons? Because it was like, just saying Africans are morons. I'm like, bro, I'm here. I'm just like trying to give my whole goddamn speech and everything. How are you saying Africans are moron? How are you calling me? When you say Africans, I'm part of Africans. What do you mean? Like you're calling me a moron? Then like coming to understand literally everything now to how we. If you look at the docility us as African people we have, it's actually
docile.
It's the moron.
We just take
the moron word suits at some
Very
point.
submissive.
You know.
We just take it.
I know the moral part literally suits at some point, like you just because most of the African people just want to bow down to everything they're told.
White power.
Nobody wants to say no. White people are the final say. You want to become a bootlicker, you want to be a coon, and that is part of the things we want to talk about also today. Because we look at how we're messed up as African people globally, not just right here in the continent. Globally, Kamlesh, you're fucked up.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And that's why this awakening is required.
We're
Get what I
fucked
mean?
up.
We need black people to be aware
Hmm?
that we're not isolated
Yeah.
by borders.
Exactly.
Okay.
And what you think
We're
you're
not
isolated.
isolated
Mhm.
by language. or genetics. We are one.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
And whatever affects us here
Yeah.
will affect you there.
True.
So we unite and we can have a black community
Mm-hmm.
that is international and that serves the black community
Yeah.
throughout the world.
Yeah.
Because right now we have black people more worried about what white people think about them.
True.
They're worried about saying Israel is fucked up about what's
We need
doing to Palestine.
affirmations from them.
For what?
That is what we need, validations. I mean, look at our president. Start from
These are
our leadership.
puppets.
Start
These
from
are
our
puppets.
I know that, but I mean, it's so evident that black people we seek validations and affirmations
Because
and approval
because
from
of being
white
conquered,
people.
Joby and Cameras. We were conquered people. That's why. And then we were given religions to worship these people. So when you worship something that's outside yourself, you're going to need validation from these people
Exactly what I
who
was
have
saying,
always
Keith.
been our historic enemy. Oh,
Mhm.
go ahead.
What I was saying the other day, how can you worship the
I'm coming at
gods
late.
of your ancestors' enemies and expect your ancestors to favor you?
Yeah,
Okay? That is spitting in the
because you've been told
faces
exactly.
of our
You've been
ancestors.
told all your entities bad. Exactly. You've been told all your answers,
Exactly.
but now what Campbell is saying is so true because the Chinese were conquered by the Europeans, East Indians were conquered by the Europeans, but they refused to accept these people's gods. The African and whole Europe throughout the continent, the Black African accepted these people as their god. So that's why Asian people, Indian people, can look at these people with some sort of, hey, listen here. Okay, you conquer, but we be damned if we worship you. So their interaction with these people is not a loving relationship towards the enemy. Even though they still got a little bit in their mind, but African people, you worship the people who have subjugate you. Make it make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all.
As I did on
Because
Saturday night, as I did on Sunday night show. Go ahead, Joe.
mm-hmm. One of the things I wanted us to discuss about just a little bit before we get into deeper discussions and everything, I want us to alight on what actually is quite of a concerning issue, because these are repetition of history and part of what we keep on talking about if we are to literally reclaim revolution. Yesterday we were talking about resetting. I picked this word from, I think I've been talking about it, but I also pick it from Katie. She said we need to rewrite. She said rewrite history. We need to stop reading the same history where we have Jomo Kenyatta is a hero, but we're not told that he was literally a traitor of the Mau Mau rebellion, the Mau Mau fighters, we're not told.
Them.
Yeah, we're not told about the Kwame Nkrumah, what he was trying to literally do in was it in Congo?
I'm not gonna teach you the things that's gonna. I'm not
You're not
gonna teach you the thing that's gonna benefit you. You'll be overthrowing.
Exactly. We're not being taught how to overthrow our enemy, and we still.
How can the enemy teach you how to overthrow them?
Exactly. Reset that. We should have had our puppets reset that. But I was speaking about was on Monday last week. I was talking about the legacy of African leadership. Kamlesh, can you tell me about the African leadership legacy of the African leadership? What can you talk about the African leaders, starting from literally, if you look around the
traitors.
African,
all I can call them is traitors.
The traitors and puppets. The traitors and puppets, Joby.
They hands up. So these white people have their hands up our leaders' asses, so deep in their asses,
exactly,
so deep in their gut. These people can't even take a dump without telling white people.
Okay? Exactly. You heard that video that either you played or Katie played or Rudo.
I think I lost you. I think we lost Keith. But what I'm trying to say is, okay. All right. So what I'm trying to say is there's this story I saw coming from Ghana, And Ghana, of course, has been in a lot of scandals. Trust me, if we're speaking of scandals, we're talking about Ghana calling out on IMF, trying to bail them out on financial
The
crisis. You're like, what? And then this
going
guy
out.
gets the money, 3 billion, and is like, nah, this 3 billion is not going to literally work. It's not going to literally work and face the economic issues of the country first, or rather immediately. We'll discuss that later. This money first, let me keep it for myself, okay? I know. It's like he went to IMF and said, I borrow this money. It's for my country. We're having financial crisis. I want you guys to bail me out because we are on big debt. And I'm like, are you bailing yourself out on debt while you're taking more debt? And what do we always owe the Europeans? Crazy.
Because, Joby, the IMF was set up, the IMF and the World Bank was specifically set up by the Rothschilds and Rockefellers to make sure Africa stayed in debt. It's a scam.
I understand that very clearly. So this part of history, we have the Ghanaian school, the Ghanaian National Association of Authors and Publishers. They have apologized because there was some textbook which were released, literally releasing some critical information about the missionaries and what they came to do in
They weren't
Africa.
supposed to tell, some shit got in that was truthful that these niggas weren't supposed to know.
Exactly. So when we have a textbook coming in, and this was actually what we've been talking about, where we need to rewrite the history, talk about the truth, So when we have the truth trying to come out, we have our own puppets trying to apologize about, like, hey, we're sorry because this is some misinformation.
What was the truth? Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth. Tell us.
So what they're saying is, let me read this first, okay?
They're
saying that the Ghanaian National Association of Authorities and Publishers has apologized to those unhappy about a history textbook for primary schools that gives a controversial explanation.
The truth. Whenever you hear the word controversial, family, that means the truth. Whenever they use the word controversial, that's the truth.
What were they doing?
Come on, these people came here to literally brutalize us and kill. Torture.
Exactly.
We have skins peeled. Come on, do you know how skins peeled? Oh my God. Skins peeled.
The truth is
People being hung on trees and every brutal bullshit that happened.
In the previous show, we were talking about how evil white people are, to a point where they cut a young boy's dick off.
Oh my
God.
It's traumatized you?
Okay?
I saw the trauma in your face.
Okay? Just imagine what they do with a lifetime supply of niggas to torture. These missionaries will come here under disguise of religion. We are spreading Christianity. But in reality, what they were here to do was to experiment the extent of the strength and the resilience of the nigger. Can the nigger withstand rough winters? Can he withstand torture? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And they did us wrong. Everything you can imagine was done to niggas. We was even set on fire.
Everything you can imagine and not imagine.
About sex slave.
Yes.
Of women.
Yes.
Nobody talks about this. And literally, this takes me back to just what the video shared yesterday. And shout out to Jerome Mosquito. I think it was Jerome Mosquito, someone, or Danny Harrison questioned, why do we have black people trying to talk about the African history to white people? You're always talking to the wrong crowd. You're like, our people are being taught this in Belgium. They're being taught how Africans were this and this and this. I mean, what are you are talking to the wrong crowd first and foremost. Do you get that?
But she was saying, why am I not learning about the atrocities that you've done while I'm in your countries? While black people are growing up in Belgium, France, and England, why am I not learning about the atrocities that you committed to African people? Hell, lady, they don't tell the atrocities to Africans in Africa, let alone anybody else. They've hidden that because they need you to think of them as the Jesus. You worship wicked people. That told the African, and shout out to the South Africans who've been around this no good work this fast and long enough, like same with Americans at. The African cannot fathom how wickedly evil this motherfucker is. And I mean, and I told you, the whole society has been diagnosed as psychopathic. This is a fact. European society is psychopathic by nature. You're dealing with a fucking a psychopath. And the African being like a cat, being loving and generous and inviting, cannot fathom this kind of wickedness from an individual. And then now the very same psychopaths you worship, you believe they're a god. You imagine how fucked up in the head you are. The most wickedest motherfuckers on the planet who went and done everywhere they've gone, robbed, steal, killed, genocide, and then throw you a Bible and say, yeah, read this, nigga, and worship this bullshit they never lived. Like I did on Sunday night show. I clearly showed you. And you know, white people don't come to show no more. I'll break anybody's back who want to debate me in religion. Nigga, I'll break your back wide open. You know I'll destroy you. Any of your goofy Islam, your goofy Christian Sandy, I'll show you where it came from, where it started, who started, and what for. That's why when white people see me online, they now go away. They don't debate me no more. So I'll break your back. You get with these other goofy niggas talking about your fake Jesus, the fake Allah, and all that fake shit. I'm going to break you down through history and show you where everybody created that fucking bullshit. It's utter nonsense, black people. You worshiping the most evil, most fucked up people on the planet. You worshiping on the people that 500 years ago wasn't even washing their ass, wasn't even goddamn eating meat that was goddamn cooked. That was sleeping with animals and fucking them. Yeah, these are facts. So now these people you talk about, yo, God, the white man is so brilliant, he's so smart. Are you fucking out your mind? You're the smartest people on the planet, you moron. They know that. Go ahead, Joey.
Yeah, so I was reading what the Ghanaian National Association said. They apologize for those who are unhappy about the textbook for the primary schools that gives controversial explanation about the activities of Christian missionaries. And again, underline the Christian missionaries. These are you get to see. These are notions where a narrative and where they did spread all over Africa to make us believe they came here as missionaries. They came here to help us. They came here to literally
help you do what? How do you help rich people, Joey? Africans are rich.
Oh my God! How did I teach you how to do everything? Then you came here to help me. Then at the end of the day, what does not make sense is actually you came here to help me, but you live with my artifacts, okay? You live with my gold. You live with my diamonds.
I came to help you out your shit, Negro.
I mean, you are rich. Why do you live with everything that is not mine? Exactly. I mean, I'm poor. You know, I need to
leave my rivers glittering. Okay, leave my diamonds in the river. I like them there. I like
exactly.
You get to see the water flow over diamonds, but you don't understand the beauty of watching water flow over diamonds. Okay, you don't understand the beauty of watching a big river that is clear. You want to muddy it up. You want to build a dam. You want to overpopulate the planet. Okay, you want to be everywhere. You want to industrialize because you want to live in big slums that you call cities.
I took this one heavy when they said this. Yeah, they came and they said the government offers free healthcare, injections, and participants with syphilis. Do you still want free flu shots?
Wait, feminist, man.
Yeah,
The
that,
government
Like,
wants free healthcare.
that,
Free
listen,
healthcare.
listen. I don't want no free healthcare if it comes with syphilis.
come
Why
come
you
on, white
give
people. You,
syphilis?
but we got
You're supposed
that,
to
that.
protect.
That was white people's health care, Joey. Giving it to black Americans. Talking about same way they did in South Africa. I sent you go to your go to your go to your TikTok feed, Joey. I sent you a
Okay.
video showing you how they admitted. You know, I need them to admit this. And most Africans how wicked they are. How they purposely gave South Africans aid to kill them and depopulate and get the land. The whole thing was
Yeah,
always to get Africa without the
I was
African.
I
Huh?
was trying to do research on that just the other day on literally how did they bring the injections here in Africa. Imagine I tried that on YouTube. They couldn't give me anything.
No, they're not
Nothing.
good. No, because that's been taking the race because you're not to know this no more. They're now sanitizing the internet. Then you heard Obama just tell you, we can't allow you niggas to know the truth. We must start having censorship. That means lies to people trying to find the truth. You heard Obama just say that.
Okay. So what was the highlight of the video?
The South
And
Africans
I
admit you
tell you
got it. Yeah,
them giving you the black people AIDS in Africa. Okay, I've seen it. All right. All right.
yeah.
All right.
Telling you niggas we injecting you perfectly with AIDS. And then you have some more Ryan Africa. Why don't you like the Mzungu? If you
But
don't
what,
shut up.
what will be from this Ghanaian story before I share the video is that they don't want us to literally learn the African history, because if you
No.
literally give us if we get the right context of what really happened, you're trying to literally come and defend
You
the right
start to
context.
fight, Joby. You start to fight for the resources that are yours that have been stolen. You start to fight and say, hey, why am I in poverty and I'm on the richest continent? Why are they stealing from me? Then they'll demand you to do something. First, we gotta act. That's how you know they like Kim said, these are all puppets. Why didn't they change the history when Africa supposedly got independence 60 years ago? Because that European saying, nigga, you better not teach that shit. You better not put in that book. You better write that we came to help you, we loved you, and we taught you Jesus. That's what you're supposed to put in that shit.
Okay, just give me a second. Yeah, got
Take
it.
your time, there's no rush.
At the core of this,
Mhm.
I feel like there's a lot of insecurity
Yeah. In terms of
in terms of how these people treat us.
they are
It comes from a very deep point of insecurity, from knowing that everything they are and everything they have comes from our history. All they're doing is having our history replicated.
See, Candace understands it. He understands this, but he thinks it's just insecurity. There's an evilness behind these people. They understand exactly what you're saying. You can't fathom that they're just wicked.
Yeah, very wicked, very wicked. Like you can see, like I've been telling people I don't like white people.
I don't.
Like they look cold.
Never
To me,
did.
they always look cold. Like
Never.
how can you have blue eyes?
That's a genetic manipulation. That's recessive
Have
genes.
blue eyes.
How
Those are bad genes. That's called bad genetics. But they made you believe it's good. African people. Yeah, it's bad genetics. It's called recessive genetics, Cam. It's called recessive. Their genes are recessive. They're bad. So you have green, blue, gray eyes. That's recessive. Means it's bad genetics. You can look. That's a fact. It's recessive. So, but since they know that, since they know that about you, they now flip that, and in their movies and media, they made you idolize wanting to have recessive fucked up genes. That's how brilliantly wicked this bastard is. He knows that's recessive genetics is bad. It's unmelanated, so it means they don't see the world the way you see. They see a lesser color, they almost have like a color blindness because they can't get the full color because they are melanin deficient. It's recessive genetics. And like I said, like I did the show Sunday, don't you got the show Sunday, family? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go into depth again where these people come from. Why blue eyes are not natural, green eyes are not natural, gray eyes are not natural. Where it happened? Where did it come from? I'll go into that again. I mean, somebody specifically tweaked their OC2 gene, and that don't come from no goddamn evolution. Somebody specifically tweaked that gene to make you not be able to synthesize light. We're talking about a spiritual thing here, light, vibration, melanin. But I'm not going to get into that right now. Go ahead, Joe. That's why they got to wear shades, family. We're not supposed to be fucking with shades.
Before I continue, kamlesh will not stay for. So yeah, he's in. Bye bye.
Yeah, I wanna tell people around the world to stay united. Look at the world from the same script, because the same script. Okay. Till tomorrow on the Tubonga show from 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. or from sometimes from 4 p.m. till 6 p.m.
Be safe on the way home, Cam. Be safe on the way home, brother. Be safe on the way home, brother.
This is the media 21st century Black Court Fire Network. The best place to be. Thank you, family.
Take care.
Be safe on the way home, family. Be safe on the way home.
Thank you, kid.
Yeah. I don't want to come and get you. Somebody snatch you off the street, put you in a Libya slave camp. Oh man, we gotta go save Cam. He up in Libya. Got this Negro in a slave camp. Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Bring hard labor.
Was a youth that the things was that we went into. You mentioned actively splitting age. There was a unit from Simon that one of the things was that we went into African countries.
And how was that done exactly?
Through
Back to
inoculation.
South Africa. I said they went in a bunch of African countries injecting Africans with AIDS. Not just in South Africa. So it wasn't you laying down with another woman
The idea being to
and or a monkey. Go ahead, Joe.
people.
Yeah, to eradicate that. You must understand the concept was that AIDS was a killer. It was incurable at that point in time. So it was, if infected, it was the quick, non-realistic approach.
I think you know for a fact that AIDS was actively being spread to other countries?
Yes, to African countries. We were at war. Black people in South Africa were the enemy.
But so it was about white supremacy?
Definitely. Definitely
What
trying
about
to
white
retain the white supremacy on the African continent.
And furthermore, he tells us that the purpose of Maxwell's clinics in and around Johannesburg was to infect black people with HIV.
He had the one in Tokoza, he had the one in Alex.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, there was on the West Rand. So, and these were research facilities for them to inject people with a solution to see that they prevented AIDS, and in the meantime, they were injecting people with AIDS.
And he was only working on black people in these clinics?
Yes. Yeah.
For almost nothing?
Right.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. So you know what I mean? What easier way to get a big guinea pig?
It's the level of evil
If you
that
live in
black
an
people
apartheid
can't
system,
fathom
Black
this.
people have got no rights. They need medical treatment. There's a white philanthropist coming in and say, you know what, I'll open up these clinics and I will treat you. I will
Exactly.
do this. And meantime, you actually the wolf in sheep's.
Did you visit these clinics yourself?
Yes, I went to the clinic in Alex where there was the research facility.
Wolf in sheep's
And
clothing.
there was
Remember,
monitors.
Bill
There was
Gates is a
tubes, there
philanthropist.
was a proper lab. If you want to say it's scientist lab, you know, proper freaky scientist lab. Definitely.
For the country.
But look, personally that I know of, our base of operations for this project was in Mozambique. That I can tell.
Where Dagmar Fail was working.
Yes.
He knew about Dagmar Fail and what she did.
She was recruited to do medical research. When it came, word got out that she was going to testify.
She was going to inform the authorities about Simon.
Correct. And
Good. Published in South Africa with Maxwell and an ensign, a woman named Debbie.
she's the young lady.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Where she was at school when we recruited her from school.
yes, we have tried to track her down, but we can't find
I
her.
don't think she's.
You don't think she's alive anymore?
Yeah.
Could that be Dagmar File?
No,
No.
it's not Dagmar.
It's not. It's two different
Her
ones.
name is Debbie Campbell.
And Debbie's
article, yes.
Debbie's no, but Debbie's blonde.
Would the South African government, the apartheid regime, would they have known that Simon was spreading AIDS inside South Africa
they
and outside
knew.
as well to kill off black people?
Highly likely. Highly likely. That's why I'm telling you. That's why people were killed for it.
That's why Dr.
It's like, exactly. Why would they know? Yeah, the white government would sanction it. Come on. Would they know? These white people acting alone, killing black people all throughout southern parts of Africa, like Botswana, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and all these other countries, Angola, Namibia. What they were doing? Exactly what they doing. We'll kill these niggas out so we can get this land. Land is ours. Belongs to us. Damn these niggas. We want to get South Africa like we got Northern Africa. And these morons and then worship us some more. Shit.
They do it, and they keep on doing it in so many ways. I mean, if it's been experimented as African people, you can say we've been experimented in so many ways, and that is actually
Yes.
part of what I want to keep on talking about. What I want to talk about with the 27 labs that have been discovered in China, and actually this is something that has been operating for over 30 years. You know, which is a surprise to me. I'm like, okay, you know, the animal labs. Where we
And
have
where did all these labs
animals being
come from when back then when China was dirt poor? Who put these labs in China when China was a backward, fucked up country? So that you know who controls the country. Because China didn't have no money 30 years ago to put all these labs in there. They didn't even have the technical skill to do it. So who did it? Who's behind it? I wonder. Go ahead.
I also wonder. So there's some articles I gathered today when I was doing my research. This was in 1959. There is an article that is called Replacement, Reduction, and Refinement. And it says that in 1958, William Russell and Rex Birch published the Principles of Humane Experimental Technique, and they proposed that if animals
That
were to be
don't
used-
sound like Chinese names, Rex. That ain't Ching Chong Bong Bong Jong Jang Jong.
Let me continue. So they're saying that the principles of humane experimental techniques, the principles of humane experimental technique, they propose that if animals were to be used in experiments, every effort should be made to replace them with non-sentient alternatives to reduce a minimum the number of animals used, and to refine experiments which use animals so that they cause the minimum pain and distress. These discussing principles are the 3 R's of animals research, were initially given little attention and gradually, however, they have become established as essential considerations when animals are used in research, and they have influenced new legislation aimed at controlling the use of experimental animals. And in the United Kingdom, they have become formally incorporated into the Animal Procedure Act. And the 3 principles of replacement, reduction, and refinement have also proven to be an area of let me read that again. To be an area of common ground for research workers who use animals and those who oppose their use. Scientists who accept the need to use animals in some experiments would also agree that it would be preferable not to use animals. If animals were to be used, a few as possible should be used as they should experiment a minimum of pain and distress. Literally, all this is just to when I gathered a video that I was watching somewhere, which I cannot share right here, it was from BitChute because to avoid and everything with the channel being burnt down. It is all to create viruses. This is something that is still on, something that is still going. It has been going on for over 30 years.
Longer than that.
For over 30 years.
Longer than
Because
that.
I saw that
over
this was
100 years.
This was another article I was reading. It was talking about the laboratory animal science in China and the current status potential for the adoption of the 3R alternatives. And they say that this paper aims to describe the development of laboratory animal science in China on the basis of historical evidence and recent national survey data to identify the problems facing the adoption of the 3R alternative. Others undertook a national survey in 2006 by means of questionnaire sent to 31 provinces, municipalities, and autonomous regions, and also compared data from a variety of sources, including several national surveys and published papers. Laboratory and animal science in China has developed rapidly over the last past 30 years as a result of the combination of governmental and societal forces. More than 100,000 people work in the field of the laboratory animal science, and I bet they work under a lot of force. Literally, these people are traumatized. They must be traumatized, literally, mentally. Because I think if I am to take it lightly, just look at the meta, how it has affected most of the Africans. When you have them calling out on, how they have been psychologically affected just by meta itself, just reviewing some videos online. Now imagine you having to slaughter animals, and I don't know, you doing a lot of bullshit to experiment on an animal. That is torture. I mean, you're doing baboons, rats, God knows, even who knows.
Yep.
I don't know what you have to do.
They can hybrid babies from pig butt, pig blood, putting hybrid babies and shit. They're creating all kind of wacky shit now. Yeah.
It's crazy. But to read more, they're saying that more than 1,000 people work in the field of the laboratory animal science. And in 2000, let me read that again. More than 100,000 people work in the field of the laboratory animal science. In 2000, laboratory animal centers, institutes, universities, organizations, and companies. During the year of our survey, more than 19 million laboratory animals were produced. 19 million were produced from 320 licensed production facilities, and approximately 16 million laboratories animals were used in animal experiments. And I bet all these animals come from Africa, because I remember in Kenya, like perfectly, I remember this was in Kenya. We had so many monkeys. When we had Kenya signing off a deal with, like, I can't remember it was with which organization, but they were signing off a deal because of
Most of them would come from Africa because you got to understand the chimpanzees are the closest genetically to these people. Told you they got a chimpanzee would be the best thing because that has 5 strands of genetic coding, while all these other people are all these other people on the planet are 1 step above a chimp genetically. They're 1 step, they're one strand of DNA coding above a chimp. It's a fact. The Caucasian, the East Indian, and the Asians are 1 step up above a chimp. So of course you're going to use a chimp and a monkey, but preferably a chimp if you can. That'd be the closest thing to them because that's their hominid relative. Us, that's why none of these medications really work on us. It's all because we don't got the animal genetics. That's why that medication always fucks us up. There's always side effects because we're not related to a chimpanzee in no way, shape, or form. That's your mulatto. That's on you. Shout out to the mulattoes. You got that monkey gene in you. But all complete Africans, you ain't got no damn. You're not related to a chimp. So even the medicines, the medication that you need to take, don't work on you because they were never designed in the lab. The ones that would be the ones that were designed to work good on you, right? The ones that's supposed to help you, and they put out for white people and Asian people, everybody, right? And black people, they'll never work on you correctly because you do not have the same genetic makeup. You know, you don't come from a chimp. You got no genetics of a chimp or a Neanderthal. So when they create these medications in their labs, as far as it's going to medicate and help the world, it's not going to benefit you. You don't have the same genetics. You don't come from a Neanderthal. You don't have a Bigfoot. You don't have Bigfoot DNA. You don't have chimp. You don't have chimpanzee nor Bigfoot in you. So they do. So that when they do their medication, there's the people that got Bigfoot DNA. The Asians got Bigfoot DNA. The East Indians got Bigfoot DNA. The Caucasians got Bigfoot DNA. And they all got chimpanzee DNA. You as an African, you don't.
That is facts. And something else actually I've picked up today, and I think is part of our discussion, but I didn't know. I think I related it so hard when I remember the video we had to share over this lady who defended a white man over a guy. I don't know if you remember this there's this black woman who had a white guy recording her and said that, I can't remember what the conversation was all about, but there was an argument about, I don't know what the black brother really wanted. I don't know if it was a lift or something. I don't know if the guy wanted I remember the guy either wanted a lift, then he was like, you can't, there's no way you can,
you're talking about when they were driving through Idaho. There was a black guy who was broke down on the side of the road, and the fake white guy said, "Maybe we should go back help." And she said, "No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not." That cool ass American black woman. No, we're not. He might rob. No, we're not. See, you talking about that bullshit? She's happy laying. She's happy laying with a Neanderthal. All that hair and shit.
With everything we're talking about right now, with who they are in nature, like who they just are, because that is who they are. Most
of them don't know that. Most bad people on the planet don't know what we just said.
True. And that is what we saw from that video, because you could see from her behavior, this white guy was busy, with his phone, like taking a video of her behavior, and is like, okay, all right, show us who you are. Like, we still know that we don't like you niggas. Like, you Negroes are gonna be.
What he was trying to say, Joby, on a deeper level. Look, I got your woman, nigga, and she don't even like you. She refers me. I got your woman out here. I'm doing all kind of sexual shit to her ass. And look at the way she won't even pick you up by the side of the road, nigga. I got your woman. That's what he's saying, Joe.
Let me tell you that shit. That shit is in Africa right now because I just saw that shit in Kenya today. It is right now spreading all over the internet of this young lady who's now.
It's been throughout Africa, Joe. Be sad to tell you that.
I mean, it's been there, but what I'm trying to say right now, the disrespect is so much right now in our faces right now, and even in the faces of the black men. Like, you know, it's so clear. Like to the women, we see the Chinese women telling us, like, yo, we can tell you can tell your men to get the shit out of here, and they don't belong to Jamaica, and they ain't Jamaicans anymore, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Now to the men is the white men telling you, like, we can come and make your women pregnant, and they ain't shit. There's nothing you can do about it, and that is what is becoming a norm. I mean, like, what's up? Yeah. Where's the black man stepping up? Like,
there you go. You're talking about the weak. You're talking about the weak black man, Joe. Sadly enough.
Where's the black man taking the responsibility? Because shout out to HR, the messenger. HR, literally, HR. This song, Game Time too. There's one thing. One of the things I have had and I've picked him of in his lines, rather in his verses. He says that, you know, growing up, we used to grow up with the people who wanted to, with the men who wanted to become people in the society. Like, you know, you have a home, you have your family, everything. You should not drama, not all what we're trying to see right now. Men trying to compete with men. Like, now everything is all about competition. What are you trying to compete? Who are you trying to compete with? Like, why can't you build up each other? Why can't you see yourself, like, you know, being on the same level, like with all of us winning? Nobody has to be on the bottom. I have to look at you like, hey, you ain't shit. What's up?
Exactly, Joey. What he said was so profound in truth, Joby. I'm glad he found that at a young age, understood that. That's a fact.
Because looking down on someone it's not cool, man. You know, living in shit, someone having to look at you down, like, you know, and it's literally someone is looking down on you, and you also wishing you were at the place they really are. Because one thing I've come to understand again. We
know you don't like that, Joe. But we remember you gave us a tongue lashing when you guys being out at the food event, and we said something about those guys. At the end of that video, you said, "Stop it! Don't you do that! I don't like that." So we understand that you don't like that.
Don't do that. But let me go to the comments very quickly before we get into other matters. I see Joe Mosquito Karibu Sana. I hope you did amazing. You're saying that you don't educate people, you want to dominate. You train them. I think what in Africa, what we're given is literally we're being trained to.
Yeah, Joe, you've been trained. You've been trained to be good Negroes and do what you're told to do. Yeah, you've been trained, not educated. Yeah, you've been trained, not educated.
Training kids right now because it's become a norm. No, it's past training right now because if you look at now, it's become a norm where Africa we grew up with the same society, we grew up with the same beliefs, we grew up with the same cultures. Like, hey, it's okay. Like we've been discussing about caning of children, like where spare the road, spoil the child. Where did this notion come from? Of where African parents always have to grow up, like, you know, you have to beat your child to feel like that's okay.
They didn't know that.
Way of correcting. You know?
But that's up to you. But that's what you're doing now to change that narrative, Joe. But that's why you there to change the narrative slowly.
I agree with that, but you know, it's.
Don't expect everything to change. It took years to make black people fucked up. It's gonna take years to make black people right, Joe.
Well, I mean, we have a lot of job to do, Keith. What I'm trying to say, I'm glad to be passing the information. Trust me, that being given the privilege to do that, I'm so glad because but we have we have bigger people to literally like handle. Like we're talking about the puppets. You guys have the leave alone us. You guys have the Rothschild and the Rockefellers
Puppet.
close by you, like literally. Okay, the Rothschild and the
Yeah.
Rockefellers all close by you. You know, it's
Hell, they're in Africa too. You think they're not in Africa? You just don't know where they. The family members are all throughout Africa. All in South Africa, the Beers, the Oppenheimers, they're all in the bread. The damn royal family, England part of the Rothschilds. Hell, there's a bunch of Kenyan places. I'm sure they got Rothschild. You got the damn giraffe named Rothschild. Shit, you think that there's a bunch of Rothschilds living in all throughout Africa? You just don't know who they are.
And I see David Brown, you're saying that Karibu Sana, what's going on? Everyone, we're good. I hope you're doing amazing to you. You're also doing amazing. You're saying that you forgot rape. I don't know what you mean, but anyway, Karibu Sana. You're just saying that smash the like button. Yes, thank you so much for reminding them. Jason, you're also saying that one thing that gets me about black folks globally is that most really think everything is going to get better in this physical matrix illusion. Good luck. Well, we also can't stay negative, Jason. I mean, come on, you wanna be negative? I mean, if you are negative, you'd not be where you are right now. I bet you really doing amazing. If not really amazing.
Yeah, we gotta stay positive. We gotta be positive, but as we can.
So you gotta be positive. So you can't say that, you know. We can't keep on hoping that everything is gonna be better. The little we can, at least by people waking up, like we're saying right now, even they're trying to be positive.
We're not hoping it. We're not hoping. We're putting in work right now. We don't know who this bit is gonna touch and wake up. You know, so we just keep putting out the work. We just keep putting out the work. That's what we do.
And Facebook blocked us. I don't know why. Facebook just blocked us immediately.
I just seen it. Yeah, because you know why they just blocked you? Because you're talking about black people waking up and black people learning who they are and not reading the white man's book. That's why. What do you mean you don't know why? That's why, Joby. Why? Because you live in a white supremacist world. When you get talking about waking up black people and then them getting the right information, the right books, that's why, Joby.
Jabba is saying that that's Tukigi. Is it Tukigi? Is it? That's a hard term for me. Is it Tukigi or I don't know, whatever that is. Okay, the Tukigi experiment lasted over 30 years.
Oh, Tuskegee. That's a little city in Alabama, Joby, called Tuskegee. Yeah, I'll be going about Tuskegee in about another 3 hours. Called Tuskegee. That's where that place where you show them getting the injections, that was in Tuskegee right there. He said, you want to get free health care? That was in the city that you were just showing, Tuskegee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's saying that the Tuskegee experiment lasted over 30 years. Thousands were infected with the syphilis and given no treatment, government sponsored. Come on. Yep. And this is why we don't need no NGOs also. That was
the video. That was the video you just. That was the picture you showed right there. Tuskegee, them getting the damn injections of syphilis. That's what you showed. That was it.
And then
that was it.
And I'm saying that we don't need no NGOs right here. All these or we come in here we don't need no help, man. We don't need all this help comes with the consequences. Nothing comes for free, man. It's help then we all of a sudden like, hey, you guys, you're gonna be developing malaria in the next 48 hours, so we feel like you need to be secured. By what? I can take lemons and oranges and I can be jumping on a tree like monkey to leave African people. I'm gonna be fine.
That's why you educate. That's why you educate the African people. Don't be stupid enough to accept someone's help when you know none of their help is really help. Like the guy said, we set up all these healthcare labs around South Africa and Southern Africa. We know these niggas were stupid, so we're here to help you. And then we injected these niggas with AIDS. Here you go, goopy nigga. You think you can bring anybody white talking about they there to help me? Like Okay.
You guys,
All right.
do you know we
I'm
grew up
good.
being taught? Oh my God, we had AIDS, HIV, and AIDS education. Oh my God, oh my God, I can't believe this. We had HIV and AIDS education. I remember, and this is why I picked that song of how is she called? Eve. Is it she
Eve.
called Eve? Eve.
Yes, my mama.
Yeah.
Is this an AIDS song?
Yeah, I know this. I knew that was an AIDS song, and I'm like, because it was played then, I'm like, these are AIDS songs. So when you listen to this song, just know you're gonna be catching up AIDS anytime. You know? I swear, because it was a show. We used to pay like 5 cents. It was like 0.05 cents, like something like that. Because at that time you didn't used to see like money a lot like we used to be seeing it right now. So it was like a show of entertainers as kids on Fridays. So I remember my uncle paid for me and I went to the show and I was so freaked out first with the song. Then there's another one. This is another one, Jamaican one. AIDS out, killer making more. I think if you know that song. Na 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 na. And that one, I knew also that's an AIDS song. That one and the Eve one.
Yeah,
I'm like,
who's that girl? Na 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 na. Who's that girl?
Another Jamaican one. So I'm like, right next time think of it, these people came and injected us forcefully, literally, claiming they're bringing medication. They brought the diseases here, literally knowing what they were doing, and then all of a sudden,
what they were doing.
Hey, AIDS is spreading by people having sex, so I can't now enjoy myself because if I have sex, you know.
Exactly, because it serves two purposes: the forcibly depopulate. You're not gonna have sex because you're scared about AIDS, and a lot of AIDS came at me sure they were purposely injecting black people with AIDS.
It's just super insane. But anyway, let me continue the comments. Then you think that why do people trust white people is beyond me. We're talking about
because the white Jesus, nigga. Because the white Jesus, that's why.
You see that we're talking about Africa who broke every peace and the treaty and agreement they have ever signed. That is true. And I see also Lando Karibu Sana, you're saying that that one step of genetic strands above the chimpanzees is the whatever that is, woman. You guys are writing some hard terms for me. Yo, be easy. Tafadhali with your English, okay? Okay. I'm familiar with Swahili, not the British terms.
Tafadhali. Tafadhali means please, I think. Please, tafadhali. Tafadhali.
Yes, tafadhali. Be very easy on me. Write some metabolics. I'm gonna understand. But you're saying that one step of genetic strands above the chimpanzees is the one to Nalvac or whatever. I think that is what you say. Nalvac woman mitochondria DNA used to genetically engineer all these hybrids. And they used to saying that mitochondria DNA I meant, okay. And General Mosquito, thank you for letting me. That is Beanie Man.
Female.
Yeah.
He's about some female. He's about some female. He's about some female. I don't think they use no female. I think they use the black woman's majority. I think they use most of the black woman's mitochondrial DNA, Lando, to make the rest of these hybrids. That's why the black woman's genetic is in everybody on this planet. Well, go ahead, Joe.
Lando is saying that the African continent has no virus other than Mzungu. Exactly. And man, these people are just yeah. I don't know, man. They're enjoying all the KUMA as they want, they are enjoying as much as they want. They can change from A, B, left to center. And then the problem is that the African people still have the notion of we need the white people to become wealthy. If you have the white man, that's the end of your problems. You need to have a generational wealth coming from a white man. I mean, come on.
You're talking about child like mine, Joe, but still children. It's brutal children. Just like children. You're talking about So what you're doing, Joby, you're waking them up from the childlike minds. Okay. Now you today are more sophisticated, more intelligent, more knowing of how the world works and what's that work than your own damn parents. That's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
So you take that forward.
That is true. And I believe, I believe I am doing an amazing job. And shout out to Kamlesh because he's been so stupid by saying that manifestation does not work. Okay?
He's not stupid, he just doesn't know. Exactly.
He knows. And I told him he should know. He's trying to be stupid. He should know. All that brain he has, he should know better. Okay, manifestation does work, and if I was told this actually way when I was still
you better believe it works.
Yeah, if I was told this when I was still very young, I would not have grown up with the negative mentality I had. But trust me, why we have, if you look at most of us as African people, despite being exploited, okay, despite
as Jim Mosquito just said, you're raised. You can't. Your parents are raised in a system, same like you, of indoctrination, not education. I'm not teaching you how to get out of the mental slavery that I put you in. So they're indoctrinated. You were able to get out of the mental indoctrination and now claim your own mind, Joby. The problem with African people, they've never had a chance to claim their own minds. Their minds have been captured by enemies of their very minds. So,
that is what exactly I was to explain, and that is
okay.
That is exactly just what you said. Is what exactly I was to explain. So I'll share this video. These actually coming from our main focus of the day. I don't want to share the main focus of the day later on. Then you guys are gonna be coming after me saying that Joby, are we gonna discuss or not? Okay. Earlier the data. The CIA has approved about the manifestation, and of course, you know, they're part of literally destroying the real African science. This not just manifestation. This deeper, where you need to connect with your, and actually this, I love the way this video breaks it down, and it's part of what I think also Keith, you are teaching on Sunday in the morning, actually my time, Monday in the morning. Yeah, where we need to connect with our inner selves, you know, how we need to raise our vibrations, and you know how, you know, we need to check out what we consume, you know, and everything, how we've been told.
Yes,
the
ma'am.
reality of what we see, like I said, is not what is real, you know, and all that. So yeah, I want to share this video as we get, because I feel like it's really personally for me, I feel like I want to get more connected with my spirituality. I feel like I have neglected that part of me at some points, you know. I've not,
we all have.
you know, been
really, it can't be neglected if we don't know nothing about it. We just learn. We can only connect to what we know. So as we learn more, we do more.
Yeah.
You know, we do, as you say, do better. Do better. Joby, do better.
Be better. It's be better. Be better.
Oh, okay, we'll be better. As we learn better, we be better. God damn it.
Exactly. So let me share. Bichud is gonna fail me. So let me share from this other side. Let me share from this other side, which is way better, so we get.
Is there such a thing as a vibrational network? Some kind of inner technology capable of connecting us with the spiritual world? Would this explain secret CIA research related to training clairvoyant spies? Quantum physics experiments have shown that in altered states of consciousness, under the influence of brain hemispheric synchronization, it really is possible to produce an extracorporeal state and access dimensions beyond space-time and even interfere with them. In this video, we're going to explore some mysterious cases.
Pause it for a second, Joe. Let me break that down in simplest terms. Okay, family, we live in an infinite universe. Everything is connected to the creator, to the all. There's no hell and all this other fake, all that fake Christianity shit is nonsense. And everything, you are connected through time and space to everything depending on your vibration. Okay? And the creator resides in you because you are a little piece of the creator. So you go within. You go within yourself to find the creator of the universe. Because the creator of the universe, as above, so below. You are a microcosm of the macrocosm. Means you're a small piece of the whole. So you're a small piece of the complete universe. You are attached. Once you take time to sit and meditate on that, you'll start to reconnect to the whole. You are a microcosm of the macrocosm. As above, so below. As below, as above, as within, so without. You are all these things. So go ahead, Joby.
Research like the gateway experience and famous psychics and how
The gateway, I think these were, I remember you telling me about the Stranger Things, yeah? The Stranger Things, the movie The Stranger Things.
phenomena of clairvoyance, astral travel, and channeling are more real and common than you might think.
Exactly, they're real. But see, science says true, but white people told that was voodoo. That was hoodoo, voodoo, witchcraft. That's witchcraft. You niggas stop doing the witchcraft. No, these are attributes given to you by the creator. Because the creator has all these things. You have them in a smaller purview. As above, so below. And they magnify what you understand and raise your vibration. So the more you go up in dimensional power, the closer you get to being getting back to the creator that can do everything, create worlds. All this stuff is in you. That's how wonderful, loving, and beautiful the creator is. Everything that's in the creator is in you on a smaller scale. Everything is in you. So it ain't nothing to do with this goopy Bible, all this scared shit. Fear cuts off your vibration. How about you been giving that fear, that lying Bible, or that goopy Quran? Fear lowers your vibration. You're supposed to live in abundance of love and giving and understanding. Okay? Because nothing can destroy you. You are eternal. They don't want you to know that no more. The African, you're eternal. You never die. The first beginning of space and time, which is energy, is you. You are energy. So you've always existed, and you always will exist in one shape, form, or the other. You will always exist. See, when you get that understanding back, you get power back. You stop being scared. You start, well, hey, well, shit, I'm about to go turn this government on. I need shit to be right. When you're given a fake religion of fear, will I go to hell? What if I die? What will happen? You're caught in perpetual fear. Africans didn't live in fear. That's why it took years for them to be conquered. I think the white man just got into Africa just now 2 days ago because he could never get his white ass in there because the African knew was no such thing as death. Sheesh. So, go ahead, Joby.
Gateway Experience was a highly classified research program sponsored by the U.S. Army Intelligence and the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, in the 1980s. The aim of the project was to explore altered states of consciousness and logical benefits. The technique used in the Gateway Experience was created by Robert Monroe, a pioneer in the field of consciousness research and founder of the Monroe Institute. The program called the Gateway Voyage involved a series...
Pause it. Now, Robert Monroe, I told you guys years ago, that's how I got it started. That's just odd. I was reading a book years ago in high school called Communion. That you guys been that movie Communion, that book about the aliens and all that shit. And in Communion, I was reading that book. Ridley Steinberg, who wrote the book, talked about Robert Monroe. in this book called Out of the Body Experience, How You Leave Your Body. He did it by accident, right? I was like, damn. I ended up putting down communion and went and bought those books and started reading. He's got Out of the Body, The Journey, Journey of Light, whatever. It's 3 books. I read all 3 of them. And then this is how I started learning about. This is how I started learning about Jesus was real. This gets me before I get to college. And he told me there's a field that's in his book. He tell you he hits a magnetic field. He can only go so further. I said, I didn't know back then because he was white and he didn't vibrate high enough to break past the magnetic field to get out of this existence to the next dimension. I didn't know what that was. He just kept telling his book he hit a barrier. His soul, his spirit kept hitting this barrier. And he said, I can't go past this barrier. At that time, me being like, what's up? I read about 17, 18, I didn't understand that there was a magnetic field around this planet that lets you vibrate at a high enough a frequency, you couldn't get past that. You would go to another dimension. I didn't know none of this. I know now. I need to go back and read those books again. But that's just I said, what is he hitting? He said, I keep hitting against something. I keep hitting against. I'm not even physical, but there's a barrier. I can go no further. I can't go no further. Him, I know because he's white, you wouldn't get no further than that. You wouldn't go no further, Dr. Monroe. Sorry, goddammit. So, Go ahead, Joey.
Exercise is designed to induce altered states of consciousness using hypnosis, biofeedback, transcendental meditation, and quantum mechanics. For the gateway experience to work, a special methodology was needed to provide hemispheric synchronization in the brain in order to achieve an altered state of consciousness that would eliminate physical space-time limitations. The goal was to allow access to remote viewing techniques, which is the ability to visualize real events in the present, past, and future using only the power of the mind. While the Gateway experience was primarily a research program, there have been claims that the CIA also used mind power techniques to train agents for espionage. However, the CIA has not confirmed or denied their involvement in such activities. The Gateway experience was and remains a real possibility. In a June of 1983 CIA report by Commander Wayne M. McDonnell, which was only made public in 2003, it was shown that there were 3 necessary conditions for a person to voluntarily induce an out-of-body experience. The first was to obtain a state of profound stillness in the body. The second was the synchronization of the 2 cerebral hemispheres using audio stimuli from a type of technology called the hemisync with a resonant frequency of approximately 7 Hz. The third was the subsequent stimulation of the right hemisphere of the brain to achieve a state of heightened alertness, that is, of hyperfocus. Those 3 conditions together created the possibility of reaching the out-of-body state.
This is what the ancient Africans talked about hundreds of thousands of years ago, leaving the body. It's right there in throats, it's right there in the emerald tablets, right there in the 7 universal laws about how to leave the body. You need to start learning how to leave your body spiritually, be detached, and then leave this body and go throughout the galaxy as a spirit again. You need to learn that. You know, which white people, that's why it's all hidden knowledge. They know this is real. And the African shamans know it's real too. But white people, oh, this is witchcraft. Goes against Jesus and the Lord and all the other dumb shit. These are your attributes that you're supposed to master once again as African people. Okay? You're supposed to know how to do all this shit because it's in you. And easily with your melanin. These things are in you. Huh? Go ahead, gentlemen.
State. Journeys Out of the Body is a fascinating autobiographical book by Robert Monroe, the creator of the techniques used in the Gateway experience.
I read all of them.
and also a successful businessman who unexpectedly discovered his ability to leave his physical body and travel to other realms of consciousness. The book describes Monroe's early experiences with these out-of-body journeys, which he called OBEs, and his attempts to understand and control this phenomenon. Monroe reports that his journeys took him to places beyond the physical realm, including other dimensions of existence and realms of pure consciousness, including meetings with beings from other worlds, visits to parallel...
Him being white, it took him to the astral plane. Now that's the astral plane for him is the plane of existence right underneath the fourth and fifth dimension. So it's probably the lower part of the fourth dimension where they leave and they get reincarnated back in this bitch. He wasn't able to go to any other dimension because he didn't vibrate high enough. He can leave his body and go to the astral plane, which is considered the higher part of the third dimension or the lower part of the fourth dimension. But he couldn't go no further than that. That's as far as he can go. He kept hitting a barrier. Oh shit! What is this? I can't go past this point because he didn't vibrate high enough to go past that barrier to the next dimension. And so, that's what they call the astral plane. That's part of this illusion. So, when he died, he brought his ass back. He's back here somewhere, somebody's kid or where the hell he's at. Go ahead, Joker.
Verses and encounters with deceased loved ones. Even today, the Monroe Institute is still a leading organization for research and education on the OBE phenomenon, providing insights into the nature of consciousness and the incredible potential of the human mind. Beyond the context of scientific investigation, psychic abilities such as these have been studied and cultivated for centuries, either in ancient traditions of mystical and esoteric cultures, or in cases such as that of the most documented psychic of the 20th century, the sleeping prophet Edgar Cayce.
Whenever they talk about ancient family, they're only African. Whenever you hear the word ancient, just goddamn substitute that with African. The only ancient people are you, us. Back in the ancient times, they do all this. The ancients are African. They don't want to say African. The ancient people knew this. The African. Go ahead, Joe.
Edgar Cayce was an American clairvoyant and spiritual channeler who is often compared to Nostradamus due to his purported ability to make accurate predictions about future events, including the Great Depression of 1929, the rise of Hitler, the outbreak of the World War II, and the death of American presidents. Cayce began practicing self-hypnosis and discovered that he could enter into a trance-like state, or in other words, an altered state of consciousness, in which he could access knowledge beyond his normal conscious awareness and provide information on a wide range.
They're talking about the Gnostic. They're talking about the Akashic Records, family. When you reach a certain conscious, all knowledge is available. Everything is connected. Everything's connected to the Creator. So as you raise in conscious, all knowing, past, future, and present is there, called the Akashic Records. Since you're melanated beings, once you raise your vibration, all knowledge is known to you. That's how wonderful. Nothing's hidden from you. All knowledge is known because everything is created. We know that through physics. If you put one melanin molecule on the earth and have one other melanin molecule 200,000 light years away, you start spinning one melanin molecule, the other one 200,000 miles away will start, light years away, will start spinning like the one next to you. You are connected. So all information you have access to, which the ancients call the Akashic Records. Once you raise the vibration, all knowledge is known to you. That's the Creator. Tell you, you're not supposed not to know everything. Creator said you're supposed to know everything, how everything works. Not knowing you go to hell, like that fake ass book tell you. Like these dumbass white people tell you, you know, God made a curse on Adam because they ate the apple of knowledge. And the God wanted you to be stupid. The guy, credit on what the credit said, you're supposed to know everything. How everything works. Goofy ass book telling you God cursed you because he was mad because you knew knowledge. You know how stupid this? He's talking about a God that wants you to be dumb as fuck. Wait, told you, the religion's a lie. Don't it make sense? Because the ancient Africans knew that the Creator wanted you to know everything and have access to everything it knew. Everything. Or learn, or be able to learn everything. Because certain things, as not being the Creator, we're not going to know. Certain things we're just not going to know. But the majority of how the universe works, you were going to know. Because you're going to be connected to that Akashic records. Present, future, past, all of it. Because you're connected. See, that's a physics fact. That's a fact of physics. Quantum physics. We're connected to everything. As melanated beings, we're connected. That's why they want to get rid of carbon. You know all these psychopaths here, these Europeans. Carbon is bad. We're trying to get down to CO2. And that's exactly what you are. 666 family. And as you go up vibration, you're going to go 665. But carbon is what? 666. That's us. We are the goddamn devil. We are the gods of this bitch. And everybody knows. Go ahead, Joby.
Of topics, including past lives, spiritual growth, and the future. He began to experiment with this ability, providing readings for friends and family members. These early readings focused mainly on health issues, and many people reported significant improvements after following his recommendations. The principle of mentalism is a fundamental concept in many spiritual and philosophical traditions, including Hermeticism, Theosophy, and New Thought. At its core, the principle of mentalism suggests that everything in the universe, including matter and energy, is ultimately the product of the mind. According to this principle, the universe is mental in nature, and all that exists is a manifestation of the mind or consciousness. This principle holds that the mind is the
The all is mental. Everything is mental. The all is not a goddamn man. Some white man with a dirty robe on flying in the sky. Some white man is God. African people, we're out of our minds. Some white man supposed to be God. You know, oh my God, our ancestors got to be rolling over their grave laughing. Wow, we really fall in this complete craziness. But go ahead, Joby.
Force behind all physical and non-physical phenomena, and that the universe is a projection of the mind. It suggests that the individual's thoughts and beliefs have a direct impact on the world around them, and that they have the power to shape their reality through their thoughts and intentions. This principle is often associated with the concept of the law of attraction, which suggests that like attracts like, and that the individual can attract positive experiences by focusing their thoughts and intentions on positive outcomes. According to the spiritual and philosophical movement of Theosophy founded by Elena Blavatsky, the power of thought is a force that shapes our lives, generating three karmic forces: thought, emotion, and action. Among these, thought is the most powerful force, as it is the origin of action and controls emotion. Like electricity, thought is a potent energy that can be used for good or ill. Understanding thought and how it can be used effectively is crucial because thought is a power we all control to some extent. Thought is an energy that consciousness produces to modify the subtle matter of the mental plane. When we think, we cause our mental body to vibrate in certain ways, and these vibrations create thought forms, shapes in the mental energy field, whose colors, shapes, definiteness of form, and persistence correspond to the quality, type, clarity, and intensity of the thought that produced them. The effects of thought are twofold: those that react on the thinker and those that affect others. Repeated thoughts establish a vibratory habit in our mental body, and thought has side effects on the astral and causal bodies. Thought affects others through the mental field that unites them and us. Radiating vibrations create thought forms that float through the mental plane, setting up corresponding vibrations in the mental bodies of those they impinge on. Additionally, thought vibrations cause changes in the emotional atmosphere, just as emotions play upon the matter of the mental realm and create thoughts. These mental emotional vibrations can affect anyone coming within their range, and thought forms can spread rapidly over a wide area, being more like radio or TV waves than air or water waves. Thought forms can also be directed to focus on a particular person. This narrative is a testament to the power of the human spirit and the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding, inviting us to explore the depths of our own potential and the unseen realms that surround us. Pay special attention to this. You must understand that every human being has inner technology capable of changing space and time. You are able to
because we are technology, family. They want to create technology. We are technology. Understand that? That's inside of us. That's what we are, technology. The most advanced technology on the planet is African people. Got that? It's a fact. Everybody knows that, but African people scared of it now. The white man told me it's witchcraft. The white man told me it's witchcraft because they can't do it. You dastardly white people. Go ahead, Joe.
Be aligned with your life purposes. Use this knowledge wisely and help us create timelines in which we all live in harmony, peace, and abundance.
The only strange and inexplicable event that has been discussed publicly is that one time we had a small plane go down somewhere in Africa. We needed very much to find out where that plane had crashed, and we were not able to find it by surveillance from our satellites. So the director of the CIA, he was also director of all the intelligence agencies, heard about a woman in California that was a medium. And he contacted her, and she gave him the latitude and longitude of the plane's whereabouts. And the next time one of our space satellites went over that area, we located the plane where she said it was.
If you liked this subject, this next video will be very interesting to you.
Well, that is the video I wanted to share over there. And yeah, you can see what is literally giving us. It's nothing but pure evidence of nothing but just our science, who we are. If you just really knew how to tune in into our power, vibrate higher.
Exactly right, Joby. That's who you are.
We would really be really, really great. Because I was trying to relate. I was saying earlier, or what I was trying to really reflect my point on is, if you look at us as Africans, with our power has been manipulated. We've been told we're not capable of anything, and by that we literally do not even understand anything to do with love, attraction, and manifestation. And you see the way they have overturned this is by making us now pray, whereby they're making you now manifesting is by you asking Jesus to give you shit, and this Jesus does not even exist. While we really have really true power where we just need to give the universe, communicate to the universe our needs outside there, like give the intentions and they will be delivered. Like we just need to believe we deserve it, and
You gotta
all
believe you
that.
deserve it. You gotta understand, raise the vibration, match your vibration. The way you manifest, family, is you got. That's why your imagination is so important. You got it. That's where the old term came. You got it. Where you can see it, where you can achieve it, you got to see it in your mind. See what you want to manifest. Put emotion behind it. Write it down, and be focused on that ideal. See it in your mind as you already got it, and also use emotion and be grateful. Great. That's why you must be grateful for things that you have now, things that you already have now. But be grateful. But see yourself as already having the thing that you desire. That's going to raise the vibration. And that's why, I shout out to our African people, but they were so smart. That's why sex is the strongest vibration. Not filthy. Sex is sacred. That's why white people now call it sex magic. Because your Kundalini energy, that's why you weren't supposed to be ejaculating off. The energy of a man's sperm is light. Light, fam. It's what it's light. So when you got with a woman you love, that's why love was so important. Love, and you were having engaging in love making, that was the exchange of energy. And when a man learned to build his sex drive up to a woman, because you couldn't ejaculate, you got to bring the woman, since women are cold, you got to bring that woman to a boil. You got to get her, you got to please the woman, right? We knew that. You please the woman. So as you get the woman you get the woman in an orgasmic stage, right? Orgasmic, she's having orgasm after orgasm after orgasm. That means you cannot come, morons. You got to be able to control your nut, control your sperm, your ejaculation. Because to get her in that state, you can't have an ejaculation. You must control that. So as you control that, right? As you control that, you get her in a vibratory state. Now her energy is high. She's vibrating at a high level. Now, of course, you're already vibrating. Now, that energy of you and her sharing, you're going to shoot that up into the universe, but you get her to focus. You whisper in the air, baby, think about this. What do you guys want to manifest quick? Because now that energy is high as hell, that vibratory rate is high as shit. And now you whisper in the ear, baby, think about this. Baby, think about that. Her vibration is going to shoot out of her mind light. Light. Do this for me, Joby. So go to Google. Say images of thought shoot out the brain as light. That's all thought is. That's all thought is light. So on all the universe is thought is light and magnetics. Light and magnetics. So as
images of thought.
Say images of thought as light. This is images in the brain. I mean, images of thought in the brain is light. Let's show it. That's because all thoughts are light. And so as she shoots off that light into the universe, that thought, a magnetic field is going to wrap around that light and bring it back to this dimension faster because of the vibratory rate. That's why these elites do orgies, family. They want to have all these sex parties. They're doing sex magic. You understand why these elites are having orgies and shit? Having sex everywhere? They're practicing sex magic. It's not magic, it's sex science. It's a science. It's real. Sexual energy is the strongest energy on the planet. Why it creates a mess, why a woman can bring in these other dimensions into her womb and have a baby. There you go. To show light, show the brain lit up in light when you're going too far, too fast. Just show the brain all lit up. Or it should be show just show like that, right there. People got there, right there. Light. Your thoughts are light. Remember, everything is mental, light, mental. So as you think, that's nothing but light. And that shoots out of your brain, out of your what? Out of your pineal gland. That light shoots out of the woman's pineal gland at a high vibratory rate. See, that's why the ancients knew this. I haven't seen the ancients. The Africans knew to venerate the woman. Why would you venerate it wouldn't be no simp. You venerate the woman because that would bring equilibrium to your society. If the woman's feeling loved, honored, protected, she's going to shoot that out to the universe on a natural, on an everyday basis. She's going to walk around feeling loved and appreciated. That's going to become a mirror effect. Remember, everything's a mirror. That the universe is a mirror. So that vibration is going to mirror back to your civilization. Not like the white man who hates his women and an African now who puts his woman on the bottom, treats her like shit. No, you didn't do that. You instinctively knew. Treat your woman with love and respect and honor because her vibratory rate is a mirror of the universe. So whereas she walked around happy, feeling cared for and loved and protected, those thoughts were going to shoot out into the universe with the mirror. And that was going to bring the same feelings of love and prosperity and back to your society. The African knew this. That's what you did with your women. You put your women on the bottom and about, oh, they must be slaves and all that crazy shit. Your women brought balance back to your society. Because they were loved. That's why everybody got mad. Why is the African, remember these hybrids, when they got on the planet, they were all not understanding why the African venerate his women. And then why they venerate? Remember, because the white man and the Arab man, these other men want to have sex with boys. They're pedophiles. They want to have sex with women only to procreate, to have a child, but they didn't really love them. They wanted to be in doo-doo. They wanted to fuck men and fuck boys.
Damn.
See this? But yeah, they didn't understand why the African venerated his woman. That was foreign to them. Why does the African man love his woman and put her on a pedestal? Why did he do that? There was a science behind it. Africans always had science and brilliance behind things they did. They just didn't do shit willy-nilly. There was a science to loving that African woman. Because she brought back utopia to your civilization. She brought back utopia. Because she was mirroring everything she felt. The universe mirrored that back to your society. Love, peace, harmony. Because she felt these things. And so the universe would give you back these things in spades. You know? Universe would give you back these.
What I'd say in simple terms is we need to know how to manipulate our power, okay? We need to know how to just manipulate our power. That's just simple as that. But let me go to the comments before we get closer to winding up. I see Lando is saying that the black woman mitochondria is the DNA used because no other creature has the mitochondria. And you're also saying that we must meditate to allow the subconscious mind to manifest our thoughts. The subconscious does not know the difference between reality and dreams. It is
reality and fantasy. Exactly. That's why that's exactly right. You know, they know that now. The African knew that. That's why you must go inside the subconscious. That's why TV is programming you. Goes to subconscious. You must take over your subconscious mind and program your own subconscious for your own success, for your own love, for your own care. God is within. Now, you worshiping anything outside outside you, you're worshiping a lie. You're worshiping a lesser God. God is within. That's why you're not in some church worshiping some cracker on a fucking stick. Stop worshiping this cracker on a stick. What is wrong with you? God is within. You're a part of God itself. And you claim that and you know it. See, I know that factually. I'm not just speaking with power and confidence. I did not know it. I know that now. God is within. You keep your cracker on a stick. Keep his ass. You can't scare me with your fake hell and your fake sin. Oh, you're a sinner. We're good. Let me sin some more. And get the fuck out my face while I'm doing it.
That's period. I see Jibajiba is saying that Lando is saying that why science can speak on any of this manifestation done by our subconscious, by our sub-science, because he no neuron melanin. And Jibajiba is saying that kid in Peru, there are man-sized doors caved into mountains. Are those portals? That is a question, I guess. Yeah, that's that in Kure, there are man-sized doors into the mountains. Are those portals? That is a question. Are those portals? Actually, that is actually a question. And he's also saying that I see Derek in the building, Karibu Sana. He's saying that they want to use melanin power computers, and just saying that they want.
That's how they make computers.
And just saying that melanin is worth more than pure gold, and you saying that
gold.
Take care family. That is Jibajaba. Thank you, and thank you so much for tuning in. And Derek, you're saying that that's why they separate black man from black women to destroy our people. Exactly. I think we was talking about this yesterday and even today earlier. Destroying the black, literally simply dividing the black community, where in Africa it is us being tribal, in America is the black woman being separated from the black man. Just that simple, like that. Yeah.
Now remember, understand, the African knew once you raise your sex level, you were practicing, I don't like to call it sex magic, but I just call it, for lack of a better word, sex magic. That's when you could raise your vibration and bring an entity from a higher dimension through that woman's womb in pregnancy. So you could literally get a soul from the fourth or the fifth dimension to incarnate within that woman because of the vibratory rate. See, the Africans are just goddamn geniuses. You know, they got you hating being African, hate not knowing who you are. Shit, African people, you are the shit. God damn it! I'm riding through Atlanta right now. Instead of taking the bypass, I went on, as Katie sings, bypass the bypass. I had to ride straight to the damn city today. Goddamn shit, crazy.
Telling me to calm down. You know, African people are waking up. Yeah, so I believe people are really waking up, and I hope people can see things in a different dimension. You know, we don't just believe and take in everything we've been told, everything we've been taught, everything we've been told to believe in. Every agenda they come with. Like, why do we always have to go with what the government says? Like the leaders, let me say them in general. Like, you know, why can't we always question? Why can't we always say we are right by saying no, you know, to everything they tell us to do, you know? So it's up to us to decide what.
They're puppets, Joe. But you know that most people know. So your soul was already knew all this stuff coming back, Joe. That's why your soul had already let out certain everything in the universe is synchronistic, family. Once you start understanding signs, so Jovi's synchronicity led her to me because people were telling her, you know, understand the laws of attraction. She's like, oh no, that sounds like devil worship. People told her, how you know Jesus is real, Jovi. So that was the universe slowly waking Jovi up. It was already planned for her to be woke up this life. That was the universe center of these messages. That's how the universe works. And whether you accept them or not, that's your choice, because we have freedom of choice. But the universe is sending you messages. Joby, hey, no, time to wake up, sweetheart. Knocking the head. Joby ran away. Oh, no, nigga, I'm done with you. Tell me what, no, Jesus. Then she ended up coming to me. You really disturbed my mind. My mind's disturbed.
I was being prepared. Not like I was being prepared. And
of course.
like I always say, I don't know where I really tapped on my phone to know all, where I was being led to and everything. But yeah, I began getting messages and everything. I was like, okay, I want to learn more. Like, so there's something that is really interesting about me as an individual, because first I began learning about me as a Sagittarius, my what is it called? My element is water, literally, and I hate water. I love water, but I'm not a fan of water. Like, I can't swim. I'm scared of.
I mean, you don't hate it. You might can learn how to swim, Joe. No, you love water. You don't hate it. You love it. You just don't know how to swim because you don't know how to swim. Don't mean you hate it. You love water. What are you talking about?
No, is my element total or fire sign? My element, I think, is a fire sign.
Yeah, your fire sign, but you still love water.
Yeah, there's something to do with water too, I guess. I learned somewhere along, but I really am scared of water. I love being on water, but I'm scared of water too. But yeah, that's why I got the interest and everything. So I began doing more research. Like, I could wake up every day, I'm digging more about those, who is a Sagittarius, how do Sagittarius behave? Okay, who's a Cancer, who's a Libra? I'm like, okay. Like, I got very interested, and then boom, like, I'm still literally in the period of still learning. I can't say no a lot. I'm still learning.
See, understand, that's the light and vibration which we were born in, because we're born in the matrix. We're supposed to have all 12 signs within us. That's what you call somebody's able to put all 12 together, because they got a magnetic personality. I told you, everything is light and magnetism. Light and magnetics. Everything is light and magnetics in the universe. That's what somebody has a magnetic personality, because they have more than just one sign that they're working with. The more than Sagittarius, more they have a bunch of signs together. That becomes a magnetic personality. They draw a bunch of people towards them. Because as you're born, that's the light and frequency when you come back to the planet you're born under. See, Europeans thought that shit was, that's phony, that's fake. This is all ancient African science, which is real. You're born under that vibration that molds the light, because you're nothing but light as you come back in. That molds, that magnetics molds that light of your personality. Of course, you still got free will, of course. You're not going to be complete, but the main attributes of that light that you're born under is going to be, you're going to have attributes of Sagittarius. I'm attributes of Cancer. I am an emotional cat. That's why I scream, and I'm an emotional cat. I'm a Cancer. I'm an emotional dude. I am. I know that. It's a fact. I feel things. I'm emotional. I got, No,
John Mosquito, I'm a fire sign. Trust you me. I think I'm a.
John be definitely a fire. John be definitely a fire sign. And my wife's a fire. And usually fire and water signs don't mix. As far as relationships, that never works. A water sign, a fire sign, because a fire sign burns up a water sign. They too fiery. We can't deal with it. My wife's a fire sign. We can't deal with all that heat, all that fire. It's too much for us.
Exactly. Because trust me, I think I understand my element every time when I see myself, how I react to situations. Like, I can be too calm, or I can be too, I can overreact. So when I overreact, I'm like, wow, that's the fire sign in me. It just came out, and that's not cool, So
you gotta have control. See, but knowing that, now you can control that in you. Exactly right. So, that's why I had to master my emotions, learn that, okay, I being a Cancer, I'm going to be emotional. I need to I need to manage that. I can't be crying from, oh, goddamn, you no good bitch. How would you do? You weak ass nigga, you.
Crazy. It is crazy. Crazy. But anyway, family, we're coming to the end of today's show. This has been the Africa Today show. I hope you guys have
Much
enjoyed
love,
today.
family.
And much love. See you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Thank you for the love, for the support, for the donations, to the subscribers.
Oh, let me get everybody's donation. I forgot. Let me say, shout. We already at 5,000, Joe.
Damn it. Yeah, I'm happy.
We're already at 5,000. You can look at it. You know, that I don't get happy. Jojo say, yeah, and that's under what 5 months we had this channel up. That's good. That's fast as hell. But I don't feel no happiness with that shit because last time we got to 7, last time we got to 10. Each time we go to, I just say it is what it is. But let me get a shout out to everybody donate this. Let me get who else? Let me get shout out to Miss Walker. I see you still donating, sister, with your fine ass. We don't ever see you in the chat room no more, but we know you're still listening. So shout out to Miss Walker, sent the donation. Big shout out to George.
Sister Janet.
Sister Janet ain't seen no donation. I ain't seen her in a while. I name everybody who donated in the last week. So we not. Sister Janet ain't donated like in 6-7 months. I hope she's okay though.
I'm just asking her if she's okay. Yeah.
That same thing Michelle asked. I don't know. She hasn't reached out to us. I don't know. I'm hoping she's okay. So, I don't know. I'm going to get back to my thing. So, shout out to George Guy, Sister Asha Walker. Shout out to you, Sister. Who else? Nice. Of course, Big Cheese. Hey, what's the name? Escape me. I know. Oh man, I gotta go back. I'll come back tomorrow. I forgot a lot of names. I don't know if Jim Mosquito. I think I did Jim Mosquito already last week. Shout out to Brother Snow. Shout out to you, Brother Snow, for the donation. Let's see, brother. You know, I don't like to forget nobody's name. 1 second, I'm still thinking. I'm not forgot anybody's name, damn it.
It's okay if you can't recall. You can give them a shout out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a shout out tomorrow. I'm trying to figure it out, and I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm messing up. Damn you bastards! Look at,
we have
also, yeah, Robin. Shout out to Robin as well. Shout out to Robin. Okay, gave us one, two. Robin, and if I'm forgetting somebody, I remember later on. Shit.
Exactly. Yeah. So we do appreciate. Much love, family. Thank you so much to all those who have donated, and of course, John Mosquito, I see you. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys stay safe. Have a good day, productive day. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your sentiments. Thank you for keeping it the Blackout Fire Network, for your love and support. We appreciate you so much. For unending love, we really, really appreciate you.
Keep your vibration high.
We appreciate you. I can't imagine, like, keep on seeing people coming back every time. No matter how many times we lose our channels, people still gonna find us. I really appreciate all that. So peace, family. Have a good day, and do take care of yourselves. Be aware of your surroundings. And peace.
I think all our channels have got over 1,000 subs now, Joe. I think all of them got at least over 1,000. I think the one you guys didn't even use got over 1,000.
Yeah, it's just that losing them, it has been like, hectic, like, them coming back and everything. But anyway, peace, family. See you guys tomorrow. I sign out. Peace.
Peace.